G'day there, thanks for joining us. You've joined us just in time for Operation Rotting Heart. Advent have taken to destroying a resistance haven and we've got to get in there and stop them, save as many civilians as we can. We're running a little heavy on sharpshooters here, so we'll be deploying some alternative tactics. Hopefully we can pull some higher ground and then take out the rest of the map from there. Let's get down there.
Menace 1-5, hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent came in hot and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
Now, I said I wasn't going to try and ape Beegs too much, but praise Solomon. This is a great place for us to start. We're almost guaranteed to have some high ground on pretty much every contact we take, so this is an excellent place for us to deploy. We're very lucky in that we've been able to get through without too many wounds in the preceding missions, and we've managed to keep our ranger untouched. So Erin King is going to be leading the charge here. Given that she's in concealment, she'll be able to act as our spotter the whole way through. I'm going to move her out to the left to try and vet this ground and see if we can't move our snipers over there.
Confirmed. Eyes on a hostile patrol.
Oh, interesting. So straight away we've got a contact here. We'll set our snipers up to hopefully not activate this turn. Here we go. Okay. Gonna have to be very careful with this movement, as you can see if you're watching the line of sight indicator as I move my mouse cursor. They're not really far off this rock here. Okay, so I'll move Flores up to this rock.
Allá voy.
Excellent, no sighting. Got Newman as well.
Verstanden. Bewege mich zum Ziel.
Okay, hopefully we can get this pod dead to rights, and if we can get them for free, that's definitely going to be a good start to this engagement. We don't want to move to the left, I think. Move Gal. Possibly that movement there is safe. Oh. Man, I don't feel comfortable taking that. I think that square would be safe, but given that we're in Iron Man, I really don't want to risk it. Yeah, it's going to be safer to move here, go into Overwatch, hope that they stumble into us, than moving forward.
Headed there now.
Okay. Now I'm going to try and put my ranger somewhere that's not going to end up with her being revealed when these guys scatter. So I'm not going to move too aggressively. I think I'll move to this cover point here, just so that she can start to get sight on the rest of the map. Maybe I'll pull her back. I really don't want to pop concealment this early, so I think I'll move her back.
On my way.
Looks to me like that would have been safe for the specialist, but anyway. Let's go into Overwatch.
Allá voy.
Scanne Gebiet.
Nice. Make up your mind, mate.
El disparo no ha dado. Hostiles coming in from the sides! seeing heavy civilian casualties, Commander. We have to stop this.
Alright, so unfortunately, they've taken cover. What do we got? Only 35%, which is not a great way to open an engagement. %41% with the pistol. Not great hit though. Not great damage. Okay. With all this said though, if we can clear these troops, then we've got ourselves some good chances to take out the rest of this fight. What I might do is move up and try and get a pistol onto this advent trooper, because then we could clean him up with a stock or a grenade if we can get even a little bit of damage down.
Ich rücke aus.
I really don't want to pop concealment if I can avoid it. Oh, hello. That is most definitely a shame. Might have to play this just a little bit risky to open up if I really want to get rid of this trooper, and I can't do it with a single grenade, or at least I can't guarantee it with a single grenade.
Órdenes confirmadas, en marcha.
Yeah, 67%. So this is the good thing about pistols with marksmen is, sharpshooters, is pistols are really good close range. They get some really good aim bonuses when you get up close, so they're great for confirming kills, or at least confirming damage, even though they are a bit low damage. Alright, 67%, it's not too bad, so let's give it a try. Nice. This is great. This is going to give us a clean way to confirm that kill, given that we've popped a stock on our specialist. Let's just make sure that we've got visual here, and it looks like we do.
Confirmed.
Aid protocol is probably not going to do us much good because we don't have access to. What was I going to say? We have a psionic attack coming our way, so it's not gonna make a difference. So anyway, let's put this trooper down. So the stock can be really handy here, because with that guaranteed damage, I was able to just make that move without any sort of hesitation. As it stands, I'm going to go into Overwatch, see if we can't pick up this. I think there was a firing bug there, because now I can't see the sectoid, but before it was saying that I could aim at the sectoid. I have a feeling that was an aiming bug that sometimes happens where it tells you you're targeting this unit, but it was actually targeting this unit. But anyway, let's go into Overwatch. Hopefully the sectoid doesn't move before it tries to pull its psionic stuff.
Bin dabei.
Okay, so we're sitting pretty in concealment here. I'm gonna try and get some scanning out, just so I can see more of the map. See if I can't get the bead on another pod, seeing as how I'm sort of stuck here for this move. My. Well, this certainly saves the surprise for later. That's not too bad. So these are the faceless, and this is why you want battle scanners around, because they can scan through their disguises and figure out what's dangerous and what's safe. As it stands, I'm wondering if I want to hop down and try and save the civilian, but I feel like I'm going to be a bit exposed if I jump on down there. So instead, I'm just going to throw myself onto Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Los hemos hecho huir.
So hopefully This faceless wanders into cover, wanders out of cover rather.
Überprüfe Visier.
We've heard rumors about some kind of shapeshifters. I'm guessing this is it.
It is a remarkable species. If only we had some means of containment.
Don't even think about it.
Now this is a bit of a bugger. We want to try and take on this engagement without popping our concealment on our ranger if we can. But I think a lot of that is going to come down to how much damage we can pour on it. So I think I'll put a shot on with Newman. And the good thing is if we can get through this, then we're pretty home and hosed in terms of keeping control of this high ground for the next engagement. Come on. Nice. Okay, what can you do? You can put 98% free damage. I'd really love to roll a crit from Gao. 72%. And the other thing I could do is put aid protocol onto Flores and see if I can't get a couple of shots out here. And just protect Flores in this way. Because if he gets injured, I'm sort of cool with that, but if I hold on to what's it called, Phantom, I'm going to be much better for it in the future engagements. And do I want to burn a flashbang here as well? Considering I'm going to be making use of range for the rest of the mission, and I'm almost guaranteed not to kill, maybe I do. Let's just put some fire on with Gao and see what happens. Alright, so with that miss, we're not going to kill her this turn. Not going to happen. Alright, I'm going to run a little experiment, because I don't actually know if flashbangs are going to cancel his ability to melee us, so let's find that out.
Rolling. Sorry, get out of here!
Now on Legendary there are two civilians, two faceless wandering around, so we do have to be mindful of that. I'm trying to get these rescues in though, because there's just no guarantee that we're actually going to get to every civilian out there. Okay, we might just track our way over to this bit of cover here and try not to get exposed by the faceless. In fact, I'll go over here, just travel a little bit wide.
Good copy, moving on target.
The door's opening. Now, I must stress that
civilians left and right, Commander. We need to get these people out of here.
While there is a penalty for losing this mission. Nice. Okay, so he's dashed because of that. Most excellent. Okay, so he's going to lose his what's the word? He is going to lose his disorientation next turn, so we really want to try and put him down. 100% to hit. How many health pips we got left? I did get some health regen on that. Okay, what do we got with your rifle? Let's boost that chance. I feel like we've got to go a bit risky just to clear this guy out.
Heading out!
Well, I didn't see what the damage
Low
was.
on ammo!
Interesting. Okay. Alright, 100%. Please roll a free. 2 damage. Alright, believe it or not, we do have a backup plan here, and I believe... Oh no, we don't. We're in a spot of trouble here. Alright, no backup plan. Phew, dang. Alright. Alright, we're going to have to keep on rolling on this mission by the looks of it. So we'll rescue this civilian. We've got another civilian here.
That's affirmative.
Why are you just standing around? Go!
Indeed. Okay, so we'll come back to this heavy cover here. Hopefully with any luck we can sort of find enough civilians to sort of keep us above our quota over on this side, because we're not going to be risking our troops to go into the mission too much.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Alright, this faceless is going to lose his disorientation. That's it. So, at the very least, I don't believe he's going to be able to kill any of us, so that is a plus. Oh, nice. Alrighty, I'll definitely take those good graces, I can tell you that.
Ya voy.
Alrighty.
Asunto resuelto.
So, bit sketchy, but we've gotten our first faceless down. So at this point, we have the high ground, now we need to exploit it. Okay, I'm going to come up and rescue this civilian, and then I'm going to come around to the left to see if I can't start getting eyes on the rest of the enemy.
Affirmative. Moving out.
You're safe. Now get out of here.
Phew. Okay, so we haven't seen the other faceless. I'm just going to be careful to go through here without setting my ranger on fire. That would be most disadvantageous.
Closing on target position now.
Okay, no eyes on. So I need to be a bit more aggressive in my movements. I feel like this mission is actually winnable, as long as I can draw the aggro of the remaining aliens on the field.
Good copy. Moving on target. We're green to go.
But I am going to have to get my snipers up into position to do that.
Bestätigt.
They're going to be up there, up on the right here. Here we go. Okay. So we've got pod here, pod right. This is just a sectoid over here. Okay. So I guess the other key consideration is, like it might make a lot of sense to pop concealment for one of these pods. So let's get on up on this high ground.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
So no eyes, but a lot of civilians. So if we can... all of the civilians here. Okay, so if we can control this ground. Okay, one more around here. No? Okay, that was the gutter. Okay, if that's flashbangable, then if you say so, XCOM. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so here's all the civilians, and the faceless is somewhere in there. I want to try and avoid activating that faceless if I can, just so that we can take the engagement on our terms. Let's move forward a shade with our specialist.
Okay.
Sort of want to weigh up what I can activate before this gets started, but I'm going to want to try and control this lane with our snipers and use that as our our position of control on the map. Got high cover here, so that's an excellent little sniper spot there. We'll get the plus 20 aim, and we'll hopefully be able to get some free shots. Okay, where can we displace to? Okay, so we can get Flores up to here. Get Newman up to this tree here.
Verstanden. Rücke ab.
Okay. I have a feeling they're in the building, so let's take a risk. See if we can't get a hold of this cover. Keeping in mind that we do have an aid protocol that we can throw on Newman if she pulls.
Schon unterwegs.
No pull. Okay. So let's get Flores set up.
Ubicación confirmada.
Alright, let's get a scan on this pod. So I'm not actually going to try and scan all the civilians, because there's some civilians I don't really want to activate. So these ones here, we'll see if we can't vet these guys for being faceless. If they're not faceless, we know that we've got a faceless over here, and we can engage accordingly next turn. And there's our pod there. 4 troopers, great. Okay. So I just want to see if Newman's got eyes on. Not quite. Okay, so this faceless isn't here. Alright. What's our composition here? Sectoid, 4 troopers. These are some pretty light pods, really. Let's try and pull them next turn, I think.
Moving to Overwatch.
Unfortunately, they might be able to pull all their pot shots from inside the building. That's going to be a pain.
It's turning into a massacre out there, Commander. That camp is getting wiped out. I'll get him next time.
Certainly hope so. Alright. So, this faceless is not going to be able to attack us this turn, which is good. We're not in a position where we can draw the engagement. That's bad. But we have confirmed every single faceless on the map, so there is potential here for our ranger to ghost in and rescue these civilians without actually drawing aggro. So that's an option here. Alrighty, let's see what our snipers can do. There's no safe place for them to get engagement from other than here. Good damage. Let's see another one like that, Flores. Alright. on. Ooh, does that put us in stock range? Yes, it does. Okay, so we've got a confirmed kill there. Before we take that, let's just see who we can rescue.
Heading there now.
You're good to go.
Dang it. Alright.
On the move.
Alright, hopefully they only
Enemy
kill
squad
one more.
located.
If they just sit there and take fire from where they are, we might be alright. As it stands, I want to move Gao just a little bit further forward, just to see if he can draw some aggro.
Heading there now!
Let's take this guaranteed kill.
Got him!
That stock was a very good decision. Oh, here they are.
Advent troops spotted!
Ooh, okay. Can we pull the mission out? Oh, not quite. Alright, let's get the rescue in.
Heading to that location.
Get back to ship.
Where's our other civilian? We've got one here and that one ran onto the roof. Smart man. Okay. It's time for Sniper Squad. Alright, let's take the 75%.
Erledigt. Der trägt vielleicht was mit sich rum.
He's only got a bead on the sniper. On the sectoid rather. Let's put that sectoid out. Out of joint. Before we do that, let's put an ADA protocol on ourselves. No harm in stacking the odds just a bit.
Get ready for a surprise!
Okay, the sectoid's going to be a bit concerned. Now this loot, let's not push our luck here, okay? We've got a pretty good engagement, let's not mess it up. Alright, 95%. Roll high on the damage, please. Nice.
Abatido!
Okay, so as it stands, these guys have got to go pretty far afield. They're only going to kill one this turn. I think that's the way the code works. So we might have ourselves a win here.
Moving out.
We might. Depends on how the combat goes. Alright, this guy's running. Oh, nice. Okay. Alright, we can engage from afar rather, and start to whittle these guys down.
Auf geht's.
Tell you what, we could have done with an expanded mag on one of these snipers at this point, but
Gebe Feuerschutz.
alright, let's take some shots. 60, let's take the 67. Out of town.
Uno menos.
Alright, time for a head count. We have 3 troopers. And we have 1 sectoid. All we need to do is whittle them down a bit more. I'm not going to pop the ranger this turn. I'm going to put her onto Overwatch. And I think we can get them down to a safe enough number that we can then take the engagement next turn. I want to bring him down onto their level? I don't think so. We're going to stay on elevation here. They don't actually have visual on us, so no, they don't. So they might even twig out a bit when they're trying to engage us. All right, go onto Overwatch, and King onto
Got it
Overwatch.
covered.
Alright, we're exposed.
They've seen me.
Oh no, okay. This is most unfortunate. Not what I expected at all, but we are in high cover. Miss.
I'm pinned down here.
And a miss again.
Incoming
Great.
fire.
That, I'm pretty sure that's bugged out, because she should have a flank on this guy here. That's an interesting flank right there. Okay. What can we do here? Well, we could make these guys concerned for their safety. Maybe force a flank, force a displacement. I think I want to do that. So we'll take this high cover here.
On my way.
Can we get aid on our ranger? Yes, we can. Alright, this seems like a good idea too. So if we get put in position where I need to run this Overwatch, we can. I think in the present situation, half cover is probably fine. I'm going to bring him around and get him to reload.
Estoy en marcha. Hey!
Alright, let's see what kind of action we can get from here. Alright, 67%. Let's see what happens. Brutal.
Das war's für dich.
Alrighty, well, I could keep the engagement going with the ranger, but I feel like I actually hold the cards here. I can kill this zombie fella next turn, as it stands, if I can break line of sight, then we've got a good engagement to take next turn. But can I? I can hop into this corner. That's pretty good right there. Yep, let's do it.
Got it.
We're alright. It's not the best move, but it could be worse. Nice. Alright, you'll mincemeat from a shotgun next turn. Alright, double moves all around. Alright, what do we got? 71%, 69%. And what do we got from Newman? There's probably a better way to pronounce that, so please let me know if that's irritating you. Excellent.
Baja confirmada.
Okay, well, I think we have this Advent trooper dead to rights. Has he got any cover left? No, he doesn't. So I think we're going to pop in and we're going to just put a shotgun shot on him. I have no idea where the zombie is. So let's take a shot on the sectoid. See if we can't put him down. Of course, we've also got the option to just move forward and flashbang him, but that puts us at the risk of getting shot. So. 5. Alright. So I have no idea where this, what's his name? Where this Psy zombie is. And I reckon it's not going to be far. I think I'll... That said though, there, could have moved up here, could have moved around here. I'll take out this trooper. The Psy zombie can't kill us. At least shouldn't be able to kill us this turn. It's a shame we don't have this last shot from the specialist. But let's get the Advent trooper out of the game. Ooh, there he is. Okay, so we might be all right. 94%. Get him. Has got.
Kill confirmed.
You've missed. Alright, we might just get a flawless mission out of this one, which you wouldn't expect in this case. Excellent. Was that 2 moves? No, it wasn't. Dang it.
Alright, that one hurt.
Ooh, that was close. That is most unfortunate. Okay, come on. Let's put him out of the game. The reason I put the kill on the Ranger, if I could, is I do believe we're going to have squad size enabled if we get the guerrilla tactics school up now.
Target disabled.
Alright.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. We're not picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Alrighty, I would say that was a really good mission, all things considered. It's really unfortunate to get that 5 damage hit near the end. Real sketchy actually. But other than that, that was a really solid mission. We played to our strengths, made use of the terrain to our best advantage, and managed to pull out a pretty convincing win for the most part. Just gonna have to see what the butcher's bill is now.
I can't imagine the aliens are too happy about this one, Commander. Hell of a job.
Alright, let's see how King's going. 38 days. Okay, so we're going to hope to get this AWC up pronto at this rate. But, in the meantime, we've got ourselves a promotion. Got Shadow Strike, which gives us an ability to essentially while coming out of concealment, she's going to lay down a very strong hit. It could be useful, but Shadow Step infinitely more useful, because in that case you don't trigger Overwatch or reaction fire, which means that instead of just doing a lot more damage in a position where you already had an advantage, Shadow Step allows you to solve problems where you otherwise wouldn't have had an option, because she can walk straight through Overwatch, get herself into a flanking position and take the shot. So we're going to be taking Shadow Step in this case. As it stands though, we're going to be leaning on these guys a whole lot more real soon, so let's see what they've got. So we have Medical Protocol and Combat Protocol. As I said earlier in the previous video, now that we have 2 specialists, we'll be looking to spec both sides of the tree, but Combat Protocol is very useful this early in the game for laying out guaranteed damage, so we're going to be making use of that. Medical Protocol, just to mention it though, is extremely useful. It makes medic work actually usable because you don't have to be standing next to the healing targets, so really compared to medkits, it's just so much better. So we will definitely be speccing a medic real soon. Alright, Flores moving his way up. As I sort of mentioned briefly before, Long Watch, well, I mean, it's good. The sniper side of the tree is sort of a bit lackluster in the early ranks, and the main reason for that is just because the aim isn't there to support it. So Gunslinger generally is where you want to be, but then it makes a lot of sense to respec a sniper over to the left-hand side of the tree once they've got to a higher rank. So that's probably what we're going to be doing. So we'll take return fire for now. I think that nickname is quite suitable. Alright, let's continue on. Got Faceless Autopsy. That'll give us one of the most powerful items in the game, but still a way off.
Excellent work, Commander. Your efforts continue to bolster the resistance movement across the globe.
Alright, so we broke Shaken, just as I hoped we would, being a sniper and all. And we didn't get Shaken on our Ranger, which is good, but still, we're going to have to deal with the fact that our top 2, our Ranger and our Grenadier, are going to be out for a good long while. So as it stands, we've got a fairly gun-heavy troop coming into the next missions. But yeah, we're going to have to see what comes up for our next missions. Luckily, I think the next mission is just going to be a guerrilla op, so it's definitely a safer mission than we could be pulling. Alright, so we're going to want this Advanced Warfare Center real soon, and we should expect to be able to get that up with our supply drop that's coming in. We don't need more rookies just yet. We have a scientist here that I think I'm going to pick up before I grab the supply drop. Yeah. Actually, we'll see what's at the HQ just because we're nice and close. Scientist and engineer. Okay. If we have some money to dump, we might do that. But what we might also do is spec over to rapid construction and get some buildings up. We can also do medical assistance, but that will sort of... It's going to be a short-term benefit, healing our units for no long-term gain, whereas rapid construction, that'll give us a long-term benefit, just getting up those critical structures up faster.
Avenger plotting new course.
With any luck as well, we might be able to get the guerrilla tactics school running before the next mission, which will give us a squad size plus. In fact, I can probably defer this supply income. Yeah, I can defer it for just a moment. So I'm just going to reassign over to the guerrilla tactics school and see if I can't get that up before the next mission. Okay, let's head to the supply drop.
Avenger plotting new course.
Alright, let's get it done.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
We have invented radio. So with this, we open up the board game on the geoscape to start to take over new territories, but we're still a while off of actually doing this. We can get a few places, but we're not going to be building a resistance comm until we've stabilized our tactical game. Alright, let's see. So now, with 2 scientists, magnetic weapons are starting to look a lot more appealing right there. And if we research resistance radio, we'll start to get an eye on what bonuses we can get within continents. So that might be good. We don't have anywhere in which to spend our intel in terms of rushing magnetic weapons. It's going to give us a good benefit going forward, but we might be able to live without too. We've also got the option to start moving towards sectoid autopsy, which gives us psionics, but even that's not so useful to us, mainly because we need Elerium crystals to actually start to research that properly. I think as it stands, I might just take on resistance radio just so I can get that started, because maybe we can get another benefit that's going to short down this magnetic weapons time even a little bit further. Faithless Autopsy gives us a really strong weapon, but it's also we're not going to be able to cash that in until the next retaliation mission, because we need free faceless corpses to actually build what it allows us to build. So
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander.
Let's go with this resistance radio.
A full report available. Dr. Shen's constant vigil over my...
Commander, we can now work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the operative signal.
Okay, so as you can see, we can now make contact, and this is where all this intel starts to come into play.
After we pay the initial intel cost to make contact, we'll have to scan the region for a few days before the local resistance cell comes out of hiding. Once we find them, we'll be up and running in the new region.
Okay. So, with that done, advanced warfare is going to get us moving, but it's going to mean that I can't afford squad size. So I might just hold off for just a moment, because I do want squad size.
Setting course for West Asia.
We'll change the bonus for scanning here for improved construction, because no matter what, I'm going to want this to start speeding up.
Welcome, Commander.
And that's only a cheap 25 supply cost. Alright, let's get this guerrilla tactics school up. We did get the right bonus, didn't we? Build faster. Let's do it.
Guerrilla Tactics School now operational.
Alrighty, so this is the Guerrilla Tactics School, and it gives us some key upgrades like squad size, which will let us take an increase one more trooper. We'll definitely be taking that upgrade before we upgrade anything else, given especially because we've lost our strongest troopers, so we want to be ranking people up. Another one we'll definitely take in due course is Vulture, which gives us additional loot. I mean, doesn't sound like much, but that's one you definitely want to take in the early game, because as you go forward, it just gives you more and better loot drops, just because you've got more rolls to try and get some stuff. So that's going to come very in handy in just turning, like, all those little augmentations that make your troops better. Wet work is another thing to get. It's retroactive though, so there's no rush to get it, and that's going to give us extra experience from the kills that all our troopers have got. So let's just buy squad size. I know it's a foregone conclusion that we're going to, so let's do it. Other than that, we'll just hold on and we'll start making use of our training facilities. Let me just look at who we've got actually. Okay, so we've got 2 of everything except a ranger, and we definitely want 2 rangers on the team. So let's start training up a ranger. So this means that hopefully we can get to a position where we're never going to have to take out a rookie again. We might have a couple more missions where we need to, but once the Guerrilla Tactics School does its thing, that's going to become a thing of the past, and we can start to just gradually rank up all our people, knowing that at least we've got some skills that make them useful. Alrighty, let's carry on clearing these debris. And with the bonus we get on that, we might be able to get our AWC building real soon. Unless there's value in us moving somewhere else. Okay, so what we could do is we could increase our supply income, and that'll factor into the drop that's coming real soon. We've lost that other supply scan, but that's no big deal. I'm not going to get more rookies. I don't think that's going to give us a benefit just yet. Okay, let's make contact here, mainly because it's going to give us some expanded income. This is a foregone conclusion. I'm going to get this space. Doesn't look like I can connect left either, which is a bit of a pain, but anyway. Yeah, so looking at the resistance network, it looks like, yes, it looks like we're going to have to expand to the right fairly quickly in order, if we have a facility appear in this left continent, which is kind of annoying, but that's XCOM. But yeah, let's go down.
Setting course for India.
Commander, using intel collected so far, we've managed to locate a resistance cell operating out of this region. It'll take us some time to scan for their exact position, though.
Alright, let's carry on.
Attempting to establish...
Commander, we have a priority message coming through. It looks like an encoded signal from the resistance. Patching it through to your quarters now.
Ooh.
Hello, Commander. It would seem your recent activities have gotten Advent's attention. Our unwelcome guests are on the move. Advent has been diverting considerable resources and personnel to covert facilities across the globe. The exact details of these operations are highly classified. However, they do have one thing in common. A single word that appears in all their files. Avatar. I believe the black site we had previously uncovered to be but a part of this Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so far, its true scope is far greater. This project is being directed from the very top of Advent, from a source I am still unable to determine. All attempts to uncover its identity have met with failure. It is time to take a more direct approach. Though we may not know the exact nature of this Avatar project, we can still disrupt it. We must root out these hidden facilities with the help of local resistance cells, disrupt our enemy's operations, and in the process, uncover the truth. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I am confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
We're tracking the aliens' progress on this Avatar project here. If they finish what they've started, it sounds like it'll be the end for all of us.
So, finally we get introduced to the lose condition of the campaign. So this is the Avatar project, and as you can see, we've got a couple of red pips on the facility there, and they correspond to pips in the Avatar project up at the top there. And essentially what we're doing is trying to keep on top of that project, and we can set it back by doing various plot events, and we can also set it back by destroying facilities that start to crop up. So there's no estimation of when those facilities are coming up here, but eventually we'll see that. With those facilities, they show up in a particular region, and just like this black site here, we have to make contact in that region before we can actually check it out and engage on the mission. There's really two ways to approach the Avatar project, and it really depends on how you're going in the mission, in the campaign. If you're going poorly, then what you can do is you can ride out the timer, so essentially let it fill up most of the way. There is a grace period when it fills up that lets you take some time to actually take some sort of action that's going to knock it down. So you can ride the timer, or you can be extremely proactive about it and try to keep it down wherever you can. So that would mean us rushing towards doing the black site mission, which will knock it back, as well as a few other things like keeping on top of facilities as they pop up. Both are valid currently, but I believe there's going to be some balance work done in the near future that might make raiding the timer a much less appealing proposition, so you might want to avoid that if you can. Alright, let's see what we've got here. I'm thinking we'll carry on with making contact. There's nothing better we can do, and nothing we can do about the Avatar project at this point. Here we go. So we've got a mission coming up. Let's have a look at our targets. We're only going to have one place. Okay, so we've got to destroy the alien relay job, and 103 intel. This is kind of good. We've got got 2 snipers, so if we set up well on a position that is overlooking that relay, we can possibly do it without risking ourselves, risking our team too much. And the intel will be welcome, as that'll help us make contact, or if the black market shows up, which is a thing that hasn't shown up, but which is a way for us to turn intel into useful stuff, then it might be a handy little boost. As it stands, it's the only choice we've got, so we may as well see what we've got for a squad and get ready to go out.
Setting course for the West Asian Corridor.
Okay, so we're going to be rolling with 2 specialists here. At this point, it's starting to get time to packing a medkit. So I think I'm going to do just that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do just that, just so that we can start to get in the mind of, there's a bit of survivability that we want across the board. So, build a medkit, throw that on our specialist. Alright, what else we got? So we got a rookie sitting in the back here, Wilson. Got a couple of assault rifles here. I think we'll throw a stock on Martinez. Interesting. Now let's throw a... wait, I thought we had another stock. Oh, that's right. We put it on a sniper just in case, didn't we? Just to get that little extra boost. I forget these things. Okay. Now, we might just put a little bit of extra survivability on Martinez. Maybe Will makes more sense. She's not going to get shot at a whole lot, but I don't want her losing her mind in a position where we need to get something done. So that'll help us with any panic situations, or cascading panic rather. Now, considering he's going to find himself on the front line a lot, I might just give Gao a bit of extra HP. It doesn't hurt. That's for sure. Okay, well, I think that's all we can do with this squad. We might just get some scanners in. I feel like the grenades aren't going to do us that much good though. So what I might do is I might swap out one of the flashbangs for Wilson, and I'll put a scanner on Flores, I think. Alright, I think that's it for loadout. I'll take a quick cut, play a bit of Soldier Barbie, and then we'll get into the mission. And we're done. We didn't do too much, just changed Martinez over to the medic white. Also, I couldn't remove the resistance Kevlar without losing that wonderful, wonderful hair, so we're just going to keep her in resistance Kevlar until we absolutely are forced to remove that. Also, usually I actually take my cut in between videos right about now, so you'll find that this is the newest patch, which has a few things enabled, including zip mode, which means everything's going to be moving just that little bit quicker. Part of the reason I do my cuts here between sessions is also because I don't like to leave a save game in mission, and mainly that's because if something was going to go wrong with a save game, in a mission is where it's going to be the worst for it to happen to us. In the geoscape it's much less likely, I feel anyway, to end up with some sort of unrecoverable save. So that's why I do that. I also do take save backups, but I don't make use of them unless we actually end up with a truly corrupted game. Alright, let's get into it.
Deployed.
In position for deployment.
A hidden alien communications relay in this area is being used by Advent to transmit critical data back to their network. The loss of that data will stop their latest project in its tracks, so we're moving in to destroy the relay before they complete the transfer. We're expecting a strong contingent of security forces. Neutralize them and secure the site. Destroy that relay at all costs.
Okay, so we're going to be heading into the slums with our sniper-based squad, so we're going to try and take the high ground and see if we can't get a good bead on this alien relay. I hope you join us next time for Operation Glass Rage.